Hello VTubers, TheChudude here, and welcome to another episode of King of the Hill. You might notice, where's the remaining king or the reigning king? Well, X-Claws I haven't been able to get in contact with X-Claws, so I've decided to just go with it and get a new king. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm getting Kuba in this, I'm getting TheChudude in this. Kuba is a veteran and TheChudude is a new to the show, he's a beginner to the show. So, I chose the stage and I chose the teams. I chose the Goodness and Aspen stage because it's a very, very fun stage. Because anything can happen in this stage. Plus, I chose two teams that are very similar. I chose Omega Farmer Quickstep and Lotto Belisol. Kuba is going to get Omega, which means he's going to have Cavendish and Kwiatkowski. While TheChudude is going to get Lotto Belisol with Greipel and Jürgen van den Broek. So, it's going to be very exciting to see how they're going to pan this out. Because you can either attack on the mountain or you can go for a sprint in the end. I think Cavendish should be able to survive this, and Greipel should be able to survive this. It's going to be a very interesting stage. I hope you guys are going to like this. By the way, this video is recorded with action, so please pay attention to what the quality is looking like and give me some feedback. And the official start has been given to this episode of King of the Hill. Let's take a look at the teams. We have Kuba controlling Quickstep, and he decided to not even pick Cavendish, so he doesn't even want to try and survive with Cavendish through the Category 1 mountains, so he's just going to go full out for Ran or Kwiatkowski. On the other side, we have TheChudude with Jürgen van den Broek, Bart de Klug, and Tony Gallopin. He brought Greipel, so he thought, or he's thinking that he's either going to pace in the flat parts, or he might just survive the mountain and has a guy to sprint with in the end. And what might happen is, you see this Category 1, when they're going to go over this, the pace is going to be high, but on the downhill, the pace is going to slow up, and then a guy like Greipel might be able to catch back up again, and if he catches back up, he can win a sprint. But let's see what's going to happen today's stage. How are they going to play it? We already see that TheChudude win the breakaway with Bart de Klug. How is Kuba going to react? Because Kuba is a guy who normally follows this counter attack. He's not the controlling rider, he's more the aggressor. But it's been a long time since he's been on the King of the Hill. He might have changed his playstyle since then. Kuba is already burning Tony Martin. He's using Tony Martin to pace while he still can. Because who says he's going to survive this Category 1? It's actually not that steep, but a guy like Tony Martin might not be able to survive. And it looks like he's afraid of Bart de Klug. Bart de Klug's not using that much effort right now, but in the end, or later on in this stage, Bart de Klug might actually play a role, but he's not going to do it right now because he is getting caught. And Tony Martin is now attacking, and now Bart de Klug is countering this. We have a three-man breakaway consisting of, nope, we're not. Tony Martin is going to get taken back to the peloton, and he's now going to pace again. It looks like we've got this set up for the stage. Tony Martin is going to pace, while de Klug is going to be in the breakaway. After Tony Martin got done pacing for Bart de Klug, he now started to attack. Tony Martin might not be a guy to watch out for, but this guy can certainly do something in the breakaway. And now Bart de Klug is reacting back to the peloton. I doubt he's going to do it. If he decided to attack, he might as well just go with it. And working together with Bart de Klug might not be a smart choice, but just watching out for him. And here's Kuba's. This is Kuba's playstyle. He doesn't want to control the peloton. He just wants to react to every single attack and also be the aggressor. Being the aggressor is something that Kuba really proud himself in. And Jan Bakelans can definitely beat Bart de Klug going up a mountain. It's now 2 versus 1 in the breakaway. How is TheChudude going to react to this? Is he going to pace? It doesn't look like it. So does he even realize that Bakelans is in the breakaway? Because I think if this ends out like this, Bart de Klug versus Bakelans and Martin, I think Bakelans has the upper hand. Tony Martin has left Bart de Klug and Jan Bakelans, and in the peloton we see Andre Greipel pacing. So TheChudude is saying, Andre Greipel's not going to win this stage, I might as well just pace with him now. Tony Martin is pacing for, or he's attacking for Kuba. That means that Kuba is not going to go for a sprint train either. So, just sacrificing that sprinter. But it's going to be real tough for TheChudude to catch Martin now. Because he's in this big breakaway, and he's got 11 other guys to pace for him. So, it's going to be rather tough for TheChudude to catch him back. He needs to at least sacrifice 2 riders to catch him back, I'd say so. But we're going up to Category 1 now, so you need to take up some of the bigger guns. I don't think that Greipel is going to be able to catch Tony Martin, if I have to be honest. Because going up this mountain, he's only got 62 mountain stat, and Tony Martin's got 70, so he's going to be able to set a higher pace than Greipel is and still save some energy. It's going to be a very exciting stage. I can feel it already. Going over the first Category 1, the breakaway has 3 minutes on the peloton, and Kuba and TheChudude has decided to go X2, and I agree with that. It's King of the Hill is not played on X1 the entire way. It's all up to the contestants how they want to play this. If they want to play X8 all the way to the finish line, it's the best man who's going to win on X8. So Greipel is still pacing the peloton, and what I said before seems to be right. He didn't catch any time whatsoever going up that category 1 the first time. The next category 1, is he going to gain any time of that? No, I think the TheChudude is being a bit too greedy here, and he needs to sacrifice another rider. And I think that's what he realized. Now he put Jürgen Rollins to the front to try and help Greipel, but he should have done this going up the category 1, because in the front, Tony Martin has 12 guys helping him. I mean, this could not be any better for Kuba. Kuba gets a free ride all the way, while TheChudude has to sacrifice 2 guys. Tony Martin can still attack coming up to the final kilometers. If he's out here, he can protect a possibility, like a possible Kwiatkowski attack. He can then protect Kwiatkowski going up this mountain for another kilometer, and it's all going to work out for him. But there's still another, let's say, 78 kilometers until they reach the top of the category 1. A lot of things can happen, and it seems like the gap is decreasing a tiny bit. The last 10 kilometers, the gap has decreased by 20 seconds, and it keeps going like that. But Lotto Bellis was also burning more and more riders, and soon Greipel has to be replaced by another rider, because this guy can't keep on going. He's not a machine. The peloton will soon go over the Independence Pass, and that is the name for the Category 1 mountain. The breakaway right now has 1 minute and 38 seconds down to the peloton, and their gap is decreasing. Greipel is officially dead, while Jürgen Rollins is setting a high pace in the front. Lotto Bellis has also been joined by Katusha, who are taking some turns, not very fast turns, but they're there helping him. You can almost call them moral support. There's only another 10 kilometers until the Independence Pass starts. If we take another look at this mountain, it doesn't look that tough, but it's enough to crack some riders like Kittel back in the days when the guy couldn't even survive a speed bump. He has since then evolved into a guy who can actually survive a speed bump. But Tom Behlers could not survive this. But, I mean, if he didn't kill Greipel, I actually think he might have had a chance to survive this mountain. Even Tony Martin could survive this mountain, so let's see what's actually going to happen. It's going to be really exciting, guys. And here we go, we have officially started the mountain pass. Who's going to be the first one to attack? It's actually Stiebar. Studenek Stiebar is attacking from Kuba's team. Can he get away? He's only got 68 mountain though, so you gotta watch out for him. Jürgen Rollins just keeps on pacing. It looks like TheChudude is taking this relaxed. He just keeps Tim Wellens, Bart de Klerk, and Jürgen Rollins in the front pacing. Jürgen Rollins has really been a beast today, pacing a long time. Kuba is also pacing with... why is he pacing without Pauls and Brambilla? Don't really seem to understand that decision, but it is Kuba. In my opinion, he is the best PCMer out there. He knows what's up and what's down. Let's see what's gonna happen. In the front, he still has his Tony Martin. He's still in the front, but it's only 38 seconds. And there goes, nope, he don't. There goes Tony Galopin. Acevedo just blocked the crap out of Tony Galopin, but he caught up to Studenek Stiebar, it seems like. If they can work together, which they probably shouldn't, since I'd say that Galopin has a better choice of winning this, but I don't see why he's attacking. They might be... actually, I do see why they're attacking. This mountain is not that steep. It's almost a flat mountain, as someone would call it. So, therefore, you have to attack. You can actually... this mountain you can afford to attack up. It's not... many mountains you can't afford to attack up, but this mountain you can actually afford to attack on it, and instead of dotting. But it seems like Thomas de Gendt is now going for it, or at least he's just dotting. Where's the big guns? There is Jürgen van der Broek. Where's Kwiatkowski and Uran? I see Kwiatkowski down here. I don't see Uran anywhere in the front. There goes... what are they doing? Lotto Bellis are all going now, and now Kuba reacts. Kwiatkowski sees it with Stiebar and Martin. Oh, and there they go. Montfort and Valens are going for it, while they're still pacing for it. Honestly, I think that TheChudude should not have been pacing there, his entire team, because he would have gotten a gap and forced Kuba to pace, but let's see what's going to happen. And then front, we still have Galopin and Thomas de Gendt working together. Thomas de Gendt is the better one of these two, but Galopin is not a bad rider, and if they get over the top together, Galopin is actually going to win a sprint, but Galopin is being distanced now. Thomas de Gendt is going away, and back here, the peloton has split into a 19-man group, and we see all the Lotto Bellisol and Omega Pharma Quickstep guys there. Who's going to win this? It's a very interesting race so far. Tim Wellens is pacing his alongside with Maxime Montfort. Where is Jürgen van der Broek? He's sitting here, and there is Vadapol Uran, and Kwiatkowski's marking Jürgen van der Broek. And while in the front, Rodriguez goes, but it doesn't really play a part of this stage. Tony Galopin seems to be dead, and Thomas de Gendt is going away. Let's take a look at the time gap between Thomas de Gendt and Jürgen van der Broek. Jürgen van der Broek is probably the guy we're going to be looking at today. Oh, Thomas de Klerk. What happened to Thomas de Klerk? Is he just done? I guess you just put him on 0. He's done for the day. 50 seconds between Thomas de Gendt and Jürgen van der Broek. I mean, the sprinter could have survived this. If Andre Greipel was still up here, if Mark Cavendish was still up here, they could win this, honestly, because soon it's going to be going downwards, and it's not going to cost that much energy, and you can sprint in the finish. Let's take a look. Who's got the best sprinter up here? It's probably looking like it's going to be Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski or Galopin seems to be the two best sprinters up here from either team. Yeah, I can't. Actually, Stibar is also a pretty good sprinter. But there he goes. Maxime Monfort is off. Maxime Monfort wants to attack and catch up to Thomas Degen. Thomas Degen must also be dead. If he can't follow Contador, Rodriguez, and Valverde, must mean that he is in pain. Let's see. Maxime Monfort has got company by Igor Anton. But Jan Bakelans is pacing for Kuba. It seems like he must just be protecting Kwiatkowski while Kwiatkowski is on the dot. And final 100 meters until we're over this mountain. Thomas Degen is alone in the front. Or at least he's away from the peloton. We need to see Lotto Belisol do something very soon. It's only an 8-man group now. Where is Stibar has been dropped. Stibar has been dropped. The guy I thought the Mara was gonna. Yeah, I thought Stibar has a good chance of sprinting for this. Also, Tony Martin has been dropped. That is a bad tactical play by Kuba, because a guy like Stibar could be able to sprint for this, and he realizes he's trying to attack with Stibar to get him back up there, because this guy can be very valuable in a sprint. Yellow van Inders is pacing with Jan Bakelans. And Thomas Degen still got a solid minute with 27 kilometers to go. This could be very interesting. Is Thomas Degen going to stay away, or is are they gonna catch them? It seems like also Bakelans is pacing. I don't understand this decision either. Seems like Kuba is making some questionable decisions, or what. I would have done something different. On the back, we see Jurgen van den Broek is actually losing contact, but he's getting back up there again. So it's 3 versus 4 actually. 3 versus 5, kinda, since Thomas Degen is already out there, and this forces Lotto Belisol to pace. Yellow Fernandez needs to pace as hard as he can. Also, I guess he's really screwed no matter what, because TheChudude doesn't even have a sprinter up here, while Kwiatkowski can really sprint. And this is why I would recommend it to keep Greipel as a guy who can actually sprint, because we saw that the Independence Pass was not that difficult at all. Also, Stibar made his way back on the downhill. And also, while we saw the Stibar came back, Thomas Degen is extending his lead. For the last like 5 kilometers, he's been gaining 10 seconds. If he keeps this up, it looks like Kuba is going to be the new champion. Van Ender seems to be going now. Also, Monfort and Van den Broek are pacing. If I was TheChudude, I would maybe consider doing a team attack. Just give it your all. You're not going to win in the sprint. You might have with Van Ender and Monfort. And just keeping... Oh, no, he's actually attacking with Monfort. This is what I thought he might do. He needed to do something. And Igor Anton follows it. This is a good move by TheChudude. Can he get away? Maxime Monfort, let's take a time tab up to Thomas Degen. Thomas Degen is cruising towards victory. If Monfort doesn't catch him, Thomas Degen is going to win the stage. Now Stibar and Jan Bakelans are pacing like no tomorrow. They're going really fast. Just look at the hips of Jan Bakelans. He's going really fast. And already there, Maxime Monfort is caught. Kuba has really been playing the stage to perfection so far. He's been doing it good, and he's got Degen in the front, so he doesn't even need to do anything. Now he can just sit back and relax, while Degen still has a minute on the peloton with 10 kilometers left. Is he going to be able to come back? Because TheChudude is going to be able to catch Degen and make a spin for it. It doesn't look too good for TheChudude. With 8 kilometers left and 1 minute gap, I think it's all over. It is extremely difficult. Actually, no, he's losing time now. 40 seconds. Is he dead? Or is he just relaxing? What is going on? Is Kuba trying to make an exciting finish? Because the gap just... Yeah, of course. Kuba is... Like, Degen is dead. According to Kuba now, Degen is dead. And with 3 kilometers left, we're actually going to see a sprint for it. No, but now we're going to see a lead. 3 kilometers left, he's terribly positioned. And meanwhile, in the front, Rodriguez is looking really good, but it doesn't matter. Let's take a look. Thomas Degen still have 60 other guys. Van den Broek is sitting on Kwiatkowski. They need to start sprinting to catch Thomas Degen. It's a 15-second gap up to Thomas Degen. Can they do this? It's going to be a very exciting finish after all. Unless, there he goes. Jurgen van den Broek's the first one to launch the final sprint. Wout Poels is going the right side. He went straight through Monfort. That's not what's supposed to happen. And then front, Thomas Degen's completely dead. But it's a sprint between Jurgen van den Broek and Wout Poels. Who's going to be the best sprinter? They have equal stats, or Wout Poels the best accelerator. It's going to be very exciting. In this slow-mo, what is going on? Thomas Degen is in the front. He's only got like 500 meters to go, but Jurgen van den Broek might catch him on the line. It's going to be really close between Jurgen van den Broek, but Kwiatkowski comes on the inside. It looked really good for Jurgen van den Broek, but Kwiatkowski takes it. Kuba is once again the reigning champion. Thank you guys for watching. If you think you got what it takes to beat Kuba, which is going to be really difficult, but I take challengers, so put your name in the comment section below, and we'll see who gets picked. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later.